me. Heroes should be full of passion.
What?
Are you
Oh
kidding
my god,
me?
they're just
They're not
just
communicating.
fighting each other.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny and this is my beautiful wife Montana.
And today we're going to be reacting to Season 3, Episode 21 of My Hero Academia. What's the big idea?
What's the big idea? So we're in the middle of the rescue exercises.
Orca.
With Gang Orca bearing down on our heroes to
Yes.
interrupt their rescuing and their point judgments from the Huck members. And I'll ask you a question. Do you think the schools start to communicate here?
I feel like they're going to have to in order to be successful, since this was just not part of the plan. But then also, because it was not part of the plan, I feel like the idea to collaborate with other schools is not going to be something that they come up with quickly.
I'm excited to see. I don't even remember what Gang Orca's quirk exactly is. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below for episodes of My Hero Academia coming every Sunday and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see these episodes ahead right now in their extended full-length forms, check out the Patreon linked in the description below, where they're all posted now. Are we excited for episode 21 of My Hero Academia Season 3?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Dunderheads. This video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes!
Targets and balls. Sounds more like a game than an examination. Is it too easy?
You're not seeing the bigger picture. The real test is how they handle the ensuing chaos. Will they panic, or maintain the level head of a pro who utilizes their quirk to make wise decisions? It's crisis response.
And the second round is the same way? We normally focused on individuals, not how well they work together.
This proposal came from the National Police Agency. They've revised the exam criteria and
Okay.
the way we grant licenses. We have to abide by their orders. We're to assume that at this level, all examinees will have knowledge of basic emergency procedures and first aid. Therefore, we'll be paying closer attention to how they cooperate with each other.
That's kind of a big
Teamwork,
assumption.
huh?
Yeah.
All right.
It's necessary for our future. People loved All Might not just for his strength, but for his personality. We must accept the fact that the number 2 hero is no replacement. It will
Whoa.
be difficult to find someone so charismatic.
Damn.
Rather than waiting for the next All Might, we should fill the hole he has left with an army of heroes boasting a strong sense of unity and camaraderie. And the exam now reflects that goal.
Okay.
The second round of the test is underway. Rescuing people injured in a large-scale terrorist incident. And dealing with the...
What do you make of what they said about Endeavor right there?
They're correct. He's awful.
Great at being a hero.
Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about. The vibes are horrendous. Just absolutely so bad.
They said he's no symbol of peace.
Yeah, very true.
Not as charismatic.
Yeah, it is an interesting idea to have like a group replace like one main person. It reminds me of, you remember when like X Factor would have like a bunch of people, I mean, this is how One Direction formed, like a couple people who they didn't think could make it as like the big stars right away. But if you put 5 of them in a group together, then there's enough.
Yeah.
Then there's enough star power, and everyone can kind of pick the one that they like and they like relate to or whatever. But it's still all part of one group, and like
Yeah.
that's
You're thinking that's what they're kind of going
Yeah.
for? They're boy banding the heroes.
they're boy banding the heroes.
behind the attack.
What happened? Tell me, one heroes. Can you rescue people and fight at the same time?
That's Gang Orca!
During the search and destroy mission against the League of Villains, Gang Orca fought alongside Endeavor and Bastionist. He's a strong pro. Terrorists have appeared and are beginning to sweep the area.
What's the deal with all those little guys?
They're sweeping the area.
Well,
We're gonna have to save people and battle?
yeah.
Jeez, come on! Aren't they expecting too much from us?
Even for a pro, this would be difficult.
going a little far, I'd say.
Now, how will you react? Will you fight or protect? Help or run away? What would a hero do?
What's the big idea?
Another attack?
Look, by the first aid station.
Not good.
Right by all those hurt kids and old people? That's so mean!
We still have a lot of bystanders to rescue.
Yup.
But we can't just ignore the villains.
I know.
For the second test, everyone starts out with a certain number of points. They'll be judged on how many they lose. Huck evaluates whether
interesting.
or not someone's
It's
acting properly during
retracting.
their rescue. For example, if the examinee has put themselves in a position to best use their quirk. Additionally, there are 100 employees of the Public Safety Commission who are grading each person individually based on the scoring manual and the examinee's background. Students automatically fail the moment their total score falls below 50 points. I hope everyone down there has the patience to make smart decisions.
Yeah, they're being pretty scrutinized.
Well, the faster you make choices, the faster you would be eliminated.
But already talking to the guy.
Okay. Oh, you gotta communicate with people that you're not in school with, because they don't, like, know. Oh. Echolocation, baby.
I wonder.
Yeah.
A single rear guard to hold us back? You've underestimated me.
Gang Orca, quirk Orcanus. He could do whatever an orca can, even on land. That includes using an ultrasonic wave to paralyze his prey.
You literally called it. I forgot about that.
You forgot about orcas? Is ice gonna do much for an orca?
Occupy.
Where have you guys been? We found hurt people over by the river. Everybody else ran to the city first, so we were searching on the outskirts. Yaoyorozu and Asui stayed behind to search for survivors. But we couldn't stand by and watch these villains do this.
Your power is nothing.
Guess I know why he's number 10.
It's like, I like the cold.
Yeah.
I'm gonna blow you evildoers away!
A second villain attack.
Man, they really pulled out all the stops for us, didn't
Good
they?
lord.
Hey, it's him! The one who turned down UA!
Good timing. We can keep evacuating while the strong attackers hold them back.
Just helped out Todoroki.
Yeah. Oh, Dark Shadow's holding a bunch of people. That's smart. I hadn't thought about that.
Can form in any shape, so
Well, yeah, but like,
it's a great idea.
And they put
Yeah.
those students best suited for holding Gang Orca back on the front line.
perfect, perfect.
Because they're great at area level attacks.
Yeah.
Can't help but hate both of you.
Well, we can't do a whole lot of rescue stuff
That's
Yeah.
my line.
individually.
Everything you say is a distraction.
Why don't you go help with the first aid station instead? Your quirk would be good for that. I'll take care of him.
Here they come.
Oh,
Where are they aiming? Why'd you use your flames? The heat makes the air rise up. Because he didn't fall to my ice earlier. You ruined my shot on purpose, didn't you?
Yeah, literally just
Using your
interrupted.
wind to blow away my fire. You blocked me so you get all the glory. What?
okay, we
Why
don't
would I
need to
do
have this
something like
conversation
that?
this
Why wouldn't
instant.
you? Hatred's in your blood. You are Endeavor's son.
Wow,
What the hell
fuck
has been
you,
up with
first
you
of
this
all.
whole time? My old man's got nothing to do.
Like my cement gun? Good luck trying to move when that hards up.
What?
This is outrageous.
Cement
I
gun.
can't believe you're arguing.
Who are those people?
Those are the henchmen.
So the orca has henchmen also.
Yes, I think it's part of the. They gave him a bunch of henchmen because typically villains have a
Oh,
bunch of henchmen.
I see. Gotcha. I thought that was part of the orca thing.
I don't think so.
Gotcha.
Good luck trying to move when that hards up.
This is outrageous. I can't believe you're arguing.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
That's
to do that
literally, it's
right in the face
not
of
the
villain.
time. And like, even by just choosing to engage in this moment, it's making Todoroki look terrible.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're arguing.
Like, so immature.
Everything to do with your cold-blooded father.
Cold-blooded.
Heroes should be full of passion. They bring hope and inspiration to people with the fire burning in their hearts. They care.
Move it. You're in my way.
Oh.
It was a shock to me.
That's why he hates him?
Because the only thing I could see in his eyes was an insatiable anger aimed at the entire world. And then, at the entrance exam, I saw you, and I knew who you were immediately. Because when I said hello, you're in the way. Your eyes were the same as his.
Oh.
You think we're the same? Don't be ridiculous.
So, what do you think of that? He didn't sign his autograph and was just knocked it out of his hand as a kid and just...
Okay. Were it not Endeavor, I could maybe give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it was an accident. Like, I don't actually think that. But, like, I mean, it makes sense that that would be devastating as a kid to, like, have someone, not just that you look up to, but, like, everyone looks up to them, and society in general looks up to them and just, like, admires his position. So to have someone who's held in such high regard be so shitty to you as a kid who's admiring someone, you can't do that.
It's like, I imagine what would have happened if All Might had done that when Deku was excited to see him. Like, All Might signed the book before he even asked about it. Like,
exactly.
And it's just painting a difference between Endeavor's style of hero and All Might's. Like,
yeah,
it's interesting because it has lasting impacts like this.
100%. I don't think that it's fair to say that because Todoroki wasn't, like, in a good mood and wanting to make friends on the first day of school, and it was an unfortunate coincidence that he happened to use the same words that his shitty dad did. On the other hand, I can absolutely see how having the same words that this, like, dickhead old hero said to you being said from his son,
especially
that would be like, okay, fuck you.
Especially
like,
since automatically I feel like he would be like, I don't want to talk to this kid. And then he was so excited because I think he was eventually like, you know what? Maybe he's different.
Exactly.
I'm going to give him a chance. And he walks over and says the identical thing. And that's but the hatred he has is for his dad, not for the world.
Right. 100%.
It definitely makes sense.
Yeah, it was a very, very easy mistake to make, but I do think it was a mistake.
We're the same. Don't be ridiculous. You're a fool. I'm nothing like him. I have to stop listening. He's just someone who hates my father. He doesn't really know me. I have to focus on the test. I have to keep my cool. I have no feelings about my old man anymore. No. There is still some hate inside me.
Oh, okay.
Damn it. This is no good.
It's throwing him off.
Just channel it. Come on.
Fill it in front of you and you've done nothing.
Jeez. You and your father are the only heroes I can't accept. You don't deserve the title. Understand? Now move! Focus.
What?
Are you
Oh my god, they're just
communicating.
fighting each other. Okay.
Nearly killed their own teammate.
Well, Deku was there.
What are you two doing?
Deku's like, come on, guys.
Literally, we have lost the plot.
Just like focus on different villains or different like spots.
Decide to talk about it later.
Yeah.
It's so fast
Gross.
and cool.
Ooh.
I dig these little bugs. I can find reasons to like just about anything. That's why. The minute I understood what a hero was, I knew what I was going to be when I grew up. Tackling crises, rescuing people, risking their lives for the sake of the world. That took real passion. Which is why I couldn't understand him. Endeavor, who had eyes that seemed to hate everything they saw. He was the only thing I couldn't stand.
Rock on! The written part of the recommendation test is over. The practical's next, and then finally the interview. You'll go 6 at a time for the practical. Get stepping when your number's called. The exam will be a 3-kilometer race, but it's an obstacle course, so you can't just run straight through it. Use your
Big rock
quirks to
climb.
reach the finish.
And this is it. The best hero school in Japan.
So this was the entrance exam for the people with recommendations.
Making a nice path to move. That's smart. I really didn't like the look in his eyes. But his abilities are on fire. He'll probably be accepted after this. Then maybe I can become friends with him. And his eyes won't bother me anymore.
Good outlook.
Oh, wow.
Number 41 finishes first by a hair.
Very smart.
And it's 3 minutes faster than the average time.
All right, I won. But who knows what'll happen next time? You were amazing. I'm guessing you must be Endeavor's kid, am I right? That's so awesome.
Shut up. I just came here to pass a stupid test, that's all. I don't care if I beat you or not, so give it a rest.
Somewhat
Those
fair.
eyes.
I think I
You're
could
in
get how
my
he could
way.
conflate it. Okay, that's
It's like
a
he
little.
hates something that isn't even here.
Yes, his dad.
Yes.
What are you two
You
doing?
got
The
it.
same thing you both hate.
Yep.
You should both be like, yeah.
On the same team.
Like,
Hard to believe they're from top schools.
Probably end up failing. Not that I'd blame the judges.
A quirk that uses wind. That's right. He was in my way. He beat me at the recommendation exam. Why didn't I remember him? He's so loud and obnoxious. I guess I wasn't really seeing him back then. I just needed to reject that bastard. I wasn't thinking about anything else. I forgot all about you. Whether that's a good thing or not, well, I guess I'll find out. I did everything I could to ignore who I am. Is that catching up to me? My past and my blood. I can't just bury them or forget about them.
No more games. First, I'll stop.
That was. Oh,
Sonic Blast is pretty powerful.
yikes. The way that they animated that was very interesting.
Yeah.
The like pink and bright colors and blocks and stuff.
Geassy.
Yeah.
He was too far away. He's not done yet.
While the boss is at it, let's go destroy the evacuation shelter. He'll love that. Hell yeah.
Shit. Not like this. Damn it. What are you two doing? Seriously? How did I become everything I hated?
I'm in this mess because of my own actions.
I have to fix this!
Oh no! They're gonna catch us! Faster, guys!
They're too close. I have to be the front line. I'll take care of this.
Alright.
Oh, Shindo! I thought you couldn't move because of his blast. Well, my extremities are still pretty numb, but I'll bounce back. Sound waves aren't that bad. Not much different from my vibrations. So I've
Like
built up
he's-
a pretty good
Alright.
tolerance to them. Might be the first
Okay.
time I've been thankful for that recoil. Anyway, I was trying to get a surprise attack in on that whale, and then those two first years ruined it! So intense. I tripped the henchmen! Now you make sure they're out of the game. We'll split up and get the remaining injured to the shelter. Right!
This guy's cool.
Yeah.
I'll take down the wind user and continue with the attack.
We competed with each other for no reason.
This.
Our quirks aren't
Yeah.
compatible, and we have zero teamwork. There's no way we can beat a top hero when we're at odds like this. Hopefully he understands too, and feels the same way I do.
The heat makes the air rise up!
Come on, work with me.
I'm so numb that I can't
Pretty
put
cool
much into
shot.
my quirk. But
That's so cool.
I have to do this!
Wow. A fire tornado?
Yeah. Because they can
That's
push each other
awesome.
away, but if you
Yeah.
work in conjunction.
Yeah.
His strength and accuracy have decreased, but his incapacity wasn't complete. He's able to control his quirk, barely. And this
Okay.
Todoroki can't move either.
Wow.
Adding his raw power to Yoarishi's attack. This won't make up for their foolishness earlier, but it's not a bad start.
Pretty cool.
Okay.
Their mistake, and as such, they're trying to make up for it. I have to admire their persistence.
Alright, that's all you can really ask for at that point. Isn't that bad?
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
He's an orca, so he's super weak when he gets dried out. Get the whip, stop the flame! What?
Oh.
Wow. At the same time?
Yeah. His ultimate
He
move.
did it?
Yeah, he did it. Without even moving.
Wow.
It's pretty cool.
Is the not moving part of it, maybe?
Maybe.
I'll take this.
Nice move, Jay. The injured have all been evacuated, and reinforcements should be here any minute now.
Looks like almost all of Huck has been rescued. They only have 3 people to get to safety before they're done. Then, the test will be over for the year. They just have to do their best to hold Gang Orca off until then. I'll be able to sleep soon.
Hey guys, you missed me?
He's excited.
Yeah.
Hold him down! Don't let up! Oh, sweet!
Invisible frog.
Over here!
I've been training my frog skills, and I've
Sick.
finally reached a new level of control. Camouflage. That's my
Pretty
new
cool.
special
Awesome.
Oh, sweet. Are you done with the search and rescue already?
for the most part. Ribbit, look out!
Shit.
She gets too high.
I sent Inasa here to help, but he has disgraced our school's name. There should be no enemies left!
Holy crap. Hair powers. Killing it. Sounds like Naruto music. The flute or woodwind instrument or
Not
something.
bad. An ordinary villain would give up, would weep, and beg your mercy. But what would you do if your desperate trap was not enough? You must always be planning your next move.
Whoa.
So,
Whoa.
what now?
Terrifying.
Oh boy. Can anyone else do something? Fantastic.
Yeah.
How does he always do this?
Every time.
At the very last second.
Yeah, so at this time, all of the Huck members who were deployed have been rescued from the disaster zone.
Huh? Really? We were the
Okay.
last ones?
It may seem anticlimactic, but with this, the provisional licensing exam has officially been
Oh, come on. Didn't
That
defeat Gang
was
Orca?
anticlimactic. Well, I mean, it's not like they were gonna kill him.
Yeah.
Here in the arena. Anyone injured should go to the
In the arena?
Yeah.
Oh.
wherever you like.
The idea of being scored in public makes me nauseous.
Yeah.
That well, huh? And your restraining gear must have made it pretty hard to move.
No, the gear wasn't the problem. That tower of flame was an inspired attack. And with Midoriya's surprise counter, once I had been weakened, we might have had a hard time if the test went on. Even lost.
Nice. So they were probably going to get him.
Thanks for your hard work. with
Okay.
today's exam. Now, before I announce the results, I should probably explain the way we evaluated you. Between Huck and
You
those
think?
of us at the Heroes Public Safety Commission, we had a twofold demerit system that we used to determine your total scores. In other words, we were evaluating you based on how few mistakes you made in a crisis situation. Anyway, The names of those who passed are listed here in alphabetical order. Keep my words in mind as you search the screen for your name.
Oh, that's terrifying.
That's...
And that is where we are left for episode 21 of My Hero Academia Season 3. What are your first thoughts?
That's so mean.
Are you upset?
That's so mean. That's so mean.
Are you upset?
Okay.
You're just...
They just... I got in, like...
very mean of them.
Literally. Okay. Well...
We still have a long way
Alright, I guess.
No preview. But anyway, that's where we're left for this episode.
You! Meet me up front later. We need to have a talk about your quirk.
Oh.
Okay.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe down below if you enjoyed that episode and are excited for more episodes every Friday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see these episodes right now, they're all posted to Patreon in their extended full-length forms. We have a lot to discuss, but before we do that, where are we headed?
All right, let's review.
Thank you for watching. For now, we're going to go to questions given to us by our amazing Patreon members. If you want to ask us questions that we answer after every episode of any show that we watch, join the link in the description below and start asking. For now, let's go to question 1. All right, question 1. Day asks, how much do you hate Endeavor right now? And do you think Inasa is justified in his hating on Shoto given his attitude in the past? Also, what do you think of them sort of making up at the end?
100% valid in hating Endeavor. Could hate him more, and it would be valid, honestly. I do think he's totally valid in seeing the similarities between the two, given his very brief exposure to both of them. But then again, they did figure out pretty quickly that they were going to work together.
Yeah, but not before, like, kind of...
Not before they got a bunch of points off. So that was not that fast, actually.
And also the rule is you get a auto fail if you get under 50 points.
Right.
So even if they did good to stop the villain at the end.
If they didn't save enough people.
Well, no, if they just automatically, it's not like in wrestling where like, if you lose 5 points and you're down 5-0, you could like wrestle your way back and win 6-5. It's like, if you reach that 5-point threshold,
done.
you technically fail no matter what you do.
Right, yes.
So, could be possible. We don't know where they were scored, but yeah. But do you think Inasa and Todoroki are gonna? What do you think their friendship? What do you think their relationship's gonna look like moving forward?
Okay, I'm hopeful that they're gonna have a conversation. I'm picturing a situation where Todoroki asks, like, "Why did you think I'm like my dad? I fucking hate him." And then what's the new guy?
Inasa.
And then Inasa's like, "Oh, and then they communicate on like, oh, well, I thought that because this." And he's like, well, I did that because this specific day I was having a rough day, whatever, I didn't mean it like that. And then once they kind of have that all out and they get to this place where everything's like out on the table and then they both just hate Endeavor,
maybe some good things can happen.
Yeah.
Let's go to our second question. Question 2. Markabel Jaden asks, while obviously the hate Shoto has for his father isn't the same hate his father has for All Might, as All Might didn't actually do anything to Endeavor to deserve being hated, do you agree that being consumed by his anger does make Shoto similar to his father? Back when I would say he's less consumed now, but I'm guessing that question's more about back when he was in the licensing exam.
I think when you're a child, it's different no matter what.
I mean, they're all roughly the same age as they are now.
No, I'm talking about Endeavor versus Shoto.
Different. Yeah.
Like, because in any situation where it's like, okay, yeah, well, you don't know what Endeavor went through as a kid. Sure, he's an adult now. Like, you can have something bad happen to you, and you can't just take it out on the people you love for the rest of your life. It's not your fault. It is your responsibility. I've had it with him. But
like him being, Todoroki being consumed by the hatred, like, it did make him a more aggressive, like, not aggressive, but like mean person.
Yeah, but that's a very natural thing to happen as a child if your parent is behaving like that towards you. I don't think it's...
Yeah, it makes sense for sure. I'm more saying that it's not equally as destructive by any means, but it's more like if somebody, like he fully didn't remember Inasa at all because he was so consumed by his, I want to beat this with my mom's power because I hate my dad type thing.
Right.
Like in some way, like Deku convincing Todoroki to like let go of that and more focus on himself and being the best hero he can be is almost like similarly viewed by Inasa. Like Deku looked at it and wanted to help. Inasa looked and was like, you're the same. Like essentially, like from the outside, Todoroki was starting to become like, not like Endeavor, but like he was spreading this negativity that was also like, it's almost like even though he wasn't hating the world, he was hating Endeavor, the problem. His presentation to the rest of the world made it seem like he hated the world.
Right.
It's just an interesting like parallel to point out like how much Inasa like related them because of that.
It definitely is. You just have to recognize that a high schooler does not have a responsibility to be friendly to a fellow high schooler they're testing against. A professional hero has every obligation in the world to not be a dickhead to a kid asking for an autograph.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally. It's not a comparable situation in terms of who's at more fault or anything. I'm more saying that like it is something of note that sometimes the hatred you have for the person that is hateful can make you come across as hateful.
100%. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm glad that he's past that, and hopefully Inasa can start to see that too. But let's go to our final question. All right, final question. Jinchuriki87 asks, how do you think the class fared in the exam? Any predictions on pass fails for particular students?
Okay, I'm concerned about the exam just based on the fact that individual instances were going to detract points, and so many things happened. Like so many individual actions and decisions were made. And if, you know, it's one thing to miss 50 points if you're asked 100 questions, and it's another thing to miss 50 points when you're asked like 5,000 questions. And so many things that they did in that test could have been picked apart and had points taken off. That's really stressing me out.
Yeah. So who do you think pass fail?
I think Todoroki and Inasa are not gonna pass because they just completely redirected onto each other, which is like just unbelievably unprofessional, and you just can't have a professional doing that. I think Deku's gonna pass. I think Bakugo's gonna pass in a weird way. I still don't quite get the people he yelled at taking such like a positive spin on it.
I think they were meant to be a test of if they can, like the inclination is, oh, I see a person, I'm going to redirect all of my power to save this person.
Right.
They were a test of can they discern and make sure that they're using their stuff to the best of their abilities with low risk people.
Right. 100%. And I see that, like, I get why that would be a test. In that situation, you say, hey, I need to help people who are more severely in, like, communicate. Don't just say, shut
it was
the fuck.
so wrong the way you said it. Then
Right.
you got points off for that.
Right.
That's more the sentiment of what they were saying.
Right. But I also don't know that interpreting him saying that and taking this very aggressive approach is like indicative of him observing the situation and realizing that they're not that hurt and need like some tough love to get him out of there. Like I don't buy that if they hadn't been like actually injured on the ground that he wouldn't have done the exact same thing.
Yeah. So do you think he's going to pass or fail?
I think he's going to pass, but I think it's going to be bullshit because he's going to pass because, oh, you read that situation correctly. He didn't. The people in that situation just attributed that incorrectly.
We'll see if that happens.
Maybe.
But any other guesses on pass fail?
I think Ida passes.
What about your picks, Uraraka and Yaoyorozu?
Just my inclination is that Uraraka does and Yaoyorozu does not.
That's where we're left for this episode. Thank you for watching. Are we excited for episode 22 of My Hero Academia Season 3?
Can't wait.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.